On today's episode of Real Life Tales of Horror, The Stolen Son. This story comes to us today from allthat'sinteresting.com by Marco Margaritoff. Let's read it, shall we? When young Bobby Dunbar went missing in 1912, the whole country was eager to find him and put an end to this heartbreaking horror story. The 4-year-old Louisianan vanished into thin air on August 23rd during a trip to Swayze Lake. Leslie and Percy Dunbar searched everywhere, to no avail. Desperate police dissected alligators and threw dynamite into the lake, and then offered a reward of $6,000, which is about $160,000 today. All seemed lost until 8 months after Bobby's disappearance, when police arrested a man named William Cantwell Walters on April 13, 1913, near Columbia, Mississippi. Walters was traveling with a boy matching Dunbar's description. He claimed the boy was named Bruce Anderson, the son of a woman named Julia Anderson, a field hand and caretaker for his parents. Regardless, the cops forcibly took the kid to the Dunbar home in hopes of reconciling the family with their missing child. The Dunbars, however, didn't recognize the boy as their son. They said his eyes were too small, and the boy didn't seem to recognize them either, or his brother Alonzo. It was only after Leslie Dunbar saw him a second time and gave him a bath that she celebrated the return of her baby boy, claiming to recognize his moles and scars. But the Dunbars had another factor to contend with: Julia Anderson, who rushed from North Carolina to Louisiana to get her son back. In order to determine whether the boy really was Julia's son, remember, these were the days before DNA testing, police showed her the newly found boy as well as 4 other children, but she couldn't pick him out. And so, devastated, she gave up and returned home, while the Dunbars were confident they had successfully gotten their son back, but none of it ever sat right with Julia Anderson. It would take nearly a century for the truth to finally come out. In 1999, Bobby's granddaughter, Margaret Dunbar Cutright, began researching her family's mysterious past, poring over documents in small-town libraries, historical archives, and courthouses. Her journey was chronicled by the Associated Press in 2004 and again in a 2008 episode of This American Life. While the AP reported the story, Margaret's father, Bob Dunbar Jr., consented to a DNA test. Dunbar Jr.'s DNA was compared to his cousin's, the son of Bobby Dunbar's younger brother. The DNA test would be able to tell them whether their fathers had truly been brothers or whether Bobby was actually Bruce. The results were staggering. Bob Dunbar Jr. was not related by blood to any of the Dunbar family. The returned child, all those decades ago, was in fact Bruce Anderson. The truth at the heart of this horror story is twofold. A desperate mother was robbed of her son, while another unknowingly raised a stranger, as her own child was likely dead all along. Certainly there are many questions to follow this story, such as, why would the child not tell them this is not my mother or father? Was he too young? They say he was 4 years old. Was he not able to speak clearly at this age? Was there something going on with the boy that he could not communicate that these were not his parents? One has to wonder. When we look at the photos of the 2 boys, they are eerily similar. But once again, how could they not know this? As crazy as it may seem, the story is in fact true. This has been Real Life Tales of Horror. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you like Michael Myers, check out michaelmyers.net. I am a part of the team that runs the website. Come on over and join today. Join the discussion. We talk about Michael Myers. We talk about other horror characters. We talk about all sorts of things over there at michaelmyers.net. And with that said, I will catch you all down the road.